I don't know, Jen.
Okay. We're good. Now it's like more. You know, we can do this awesome program in school. Switch gears. Yeah. Now it's like the program and obviously preparing for tomorrow. Yeah. What that? And I was like, wow, like everyone's order. What's going next?
The good thing is you're gonna eat it, so if you change it, they'll have to go with the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, you guys have to use it.
Ready, Jen? ID?
Hey, it's this one.
Here we go.
Yeah. It's in my head.
Good morning.
Hello,
It's time
Leticia.
for Today in Yuma with Jennifer Blackwell and Teresa Straub. You can listen to Today in Yuma weekdays
It's like
from
10
9 to 10
seconds
a.m.
off.
on C93
Or behind.
and Outlaw
Remind
Country.
me, and we'll
Opinions
sync 'em up
expressed
later.
here are not necessarily those of station management. Feel free to
just gonna
give
try and
Jennifer
remember
and
that till
Teresa
the
a
end.
call
What's that?
at
I'm gonna try and remember that for the end of the show.
782-4321. And
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Today in Yuma.
Whew. All right, we ready?
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
Thank you for joining us on this Friday morning on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Yes, that's if you're listening on the radio, but you can always watch us on the Sunset Health Facebook Live feed. That is a fun way to interact with the show. If you have any questions or comments for our guests, you can post it right there on our feed.
Yes, we've got a lot going on for you on this Friday. It is Cat Shirt Friday.
Yay!
What's
And
that?
yours is absolutely awesome, by
Yes.
the way, today.
It is my Halloween theme, the return of the vampire.
I love it. I love it.
All right, get those entries in by noon. Just any pet photo, emoji, a GIF. If you want to post a link to a video, you can do that as well, as long as
Yeah.
it's pet related. And you can message that to us or post on our pages.
You sure can.
Alrighty, coming up on the show today, we have Mike joining us from Sage and Sand Cocktail Lounge.
Yes.
And we also have our friends here to talk about the Glowing Hearts Festival, because that is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
It just snuck up on us. And
It did.
It is time for that. And then Foodylicious Janice will be joining us towards the end of the show.
All right, sounds good.
She's going to announce a winner for the Burgers and Beer gift card.
Yeah.
And share a recipe, and I might have had a sneak peek at it.
Oh, you cheater.
Not telling.
You cheater. I didn't
Well,
get to look.
she was asking me who had been doing some stuff on her computer, and I saw. I go, I see what's on there.
Are we going to like it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, we likely wouldn't turn it down.
Okay, good.
All right. Now, quick note for Cat Shirt Friday. If you do want to see our complete contest rules, you can do so at monstermediayuma.com.
Yes.
A little spoiler alert. When you go to our website, the tabs at the top, it's easy to navigate through.
It is. It is.
You need to check out the 90s at New with DJ Hector B. He's got giveaways there. You can enter to win be a guest DJ host for a day with him. You can also enter to win a $20 Baskin Robbins gift card. He does that drawing Fridays during the noon hour.
He still has time. You have time to get it in for
Yes,
today?
yes, you do.
Okay.
You have the Foodylicious giveaway. And if you hop on over to the contest tab now, we're going to start running promos on Monday, I believe. But you might get a little sneak peek at it. It's a fair giveaway. Let me just put it that way. So check out monstermediayuma.com.
All right, sounds good.
Today is September 27th, and it is National Day of Forgiveness.
Aw.
It is also National Scarf Day. Not just yet.
Not yet for
I'll
us.
wait till it drops below 105.
Yeah, not today.
To bring out my scarves. It's also National Brave Day. That is the fourth Friday in September.
I love it.
National Corned Beef Hash Day.
Okay.
National Crush a Can Day.
I did that yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah,
Really?
randomly. Yeah.
You just kind of knew, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So how about some birthdays now?
Sure, we have a lot.
We sure do. We're going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday birthdays for you. These are Firehouse Subs birthday shout-outs. And when you do want to remind you, when you buy more subs, you save more lives. How, you may ask? you just round up your change from your purchase.
That's right.
The Firehouse Public Safety Foundation uses those funds, and they do so to provide training, support, and equipment for our hometown heroes.
That's right. It's easy as rounding up your pennies.
Yes, please. Celebrating today, we have Nick Kofsky.
Well, I have a very special birthday shout out. My husband, Kevin Straub, is celebrating his 39th birthday this year.
Hey, he's hanging in there.
Yes.
Hanging in there, Kevin.
One more year. Well, actually, next year. I told him next year we get to have a big party.
Yes, happy birthday, Kevin.
Happy birthday, babe. We love you.
And all the raccoons wish you a happy birthday, too. He got a special raccoon video.
I heard you can get one if you have a special permit.
Well, maybe for his 40th birthday.
No.
Teresa's like, I just got one toddler that's now able to do things on his own.
I don't need
a
another
raccoon.
one. I don't need another one.
Tyler Mills also celebrates today.
Well, we have to wish the tiny herself, Stella Farron, a very happy birthday today. She is 6 years old.
6. Stella.
Yes.
Also, Joe Jimenez is celebrating today.
My beautiful cousin Shelby Harris.
Lisa Essery.
Pamela Martin.
Leticia Rodriguez.
And I have a very special shout out to one of our Yuma Bike Life girlies. She is absolutely awesome, and we have to wish her a farewell because she is leaving to the Air Force this weekend. So we want to wish a farewell and congratulations to Katrina Polycar. Again, she's headed to the Air Force this weekend.
Thank you for your service,
yes,
Katrina.
ma'am.
We also have a 28th birthday to Mark Anthony Balderas from your mom, brother, sister, and nephew Alex.
I love it.
And a very, very special 65th birthday wish goes out to a really nice guy. Rahal is celebrating his 65th birthday.
Aw, happy birthday. That's all I got for today.
For the 28th, we have Denise Perez.
Aw, happy birthday, Denise. Also, we want to wish Ray Laguna Sr. a very happy birthday tomorrow.
And a very big Saturday birthday shout out to the one, the only Richard Sprague.
Aw,
from
happy
Sprague
birthday. That's all I have for today, or tomorrow.
And Peggy Karn is celebrating tomorrow too.
Happy birthday.
Coming up on Sunday the 29th, we love her. Jennifer Lilly is celebrating her birthday on Sunday.
Also celebrating on Sunday is Cindy Rico Gittins.
Matthew Cox.
Bobby McClendon Jr.
That's all I have.
Matthew Cox, you got Sarah Torres and David Becerra. Happy birthday this weekend.
It was indeed a lot of them. We hope you all have a wonderful birthday celebration. And remember, if you have a birthday coming up, friend, family member, coworker, your own birthday, go to monstermediayuma.com. Click on the Today in Yuma tab and look for the Firehouse Subs Celebrate banner. It's a big cupcake.
It is.
And it says Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Click on that image on the website. That will open up the entry form because Monday we'll do a drawing and they can win what, Teresa?
They can win a free medium sub, chips, drink, and dessert courtesy of Firehouse Subs. Again, we encourage you get those birthday shout outs in every single Monday. We take the previous week's birthdays, we put them in our box, and we do the drawing.
We sure do. Alrighty, it is basically spooky season.
No.
We've already started decorating.
Yeah, I need to get my bats out.
They're in that box in the front office.
I'm going to get my bats out.
I drug out all the Halloween decor. Okay, 95% of what we have back there.
I might have to move the skeletons so I can put my bats.
We can adjust anything as needed.
This is about half.
They can only see a few things based on how the cameras are in here.
That's why I want to move them. Because I want the bats are cool. Yeah, this is only about half of our decor. The other half is in the office.
Because we are hosting a Halloween decor contest in October. So if you have your office or your place of employment decorated, it can be your door in your office or your cubby or your cubicle, whatever you have. Where maybe they put you in a cubby. I don't know.
Yes.
Send photos.
Yes.
We ask that you send 2 or 3 photos for each of those.
Okay.
And we're then going to be judging, and we'll have 3 businesses that win in our community.
Ooh.
You win some goodies and stuff for your staff.
I'm excited. I've had Ghost on my door for about a month now, I think.
Is that from a notepad?
It is.
It
Found
works.
it at Home Goods. It was easy.
Works.
But there needs to be more.
Well, DJ Hector B is obviously, like we discussed earlier in the week, he is very, very fall-oriented.
Yes.
So I thought I would get out all of the decorations, and collectively as a staff, we could work on the remaining portion of the building.
Sounds good.
And the courtyard. We have a very, very spooky lady that likes to hang out there.
Is she still here?
She's on Janice's door.
Oh. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I forgot she's there.
Yeah, so we'll get that taken care of. But stay tuned for
We
more.
need to get our witch out too.
She's in the. Did you even look at the pile in the front office?
I saw it. I didn't look at it.
Foodie walked in. She goes, "Whoa!" And I knew it. She meant, "Oh,
Yeah.
wow, where did all this come
All
from?"
right, we're getting them all out then.
Yes.
All right.
We love our seasons.
We do.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here on Today in Yuma. We'll be back with more of the show on this Cat Shirt Friday.
Right.
The show is brought to you by Quick Refrigeration, reminding
Ooh, today.
you, yes, it is Free Filter Friday, but they also have an opportunity for you to go down and get your pet microchipped and vaccinated, courtesy of Picacho Animal Care. They'll be there for their vaccine clinic today from 3 to 5 p.m. at 190 West 10th Street. So thank you, Quick Refrigeration, for collaborating in that.
Yes, and don't forget to take your dimensions because you get your free filter while you're there.
Yes, you do.
Also, we want to thank Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros. Protect those tires and make sure your alignment is good to go. Stop by and see them at Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros, and they'll keep you straight. Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros location we have quite a few over Yuma County. They are so much more than tires.
And Yuma Winelson is a locally owned company within a national organization, offering not only the pricing and selection of a large supplier, but also the local decision-making and flexibility of a small business. Stop by and say hi to their team. They're on Pacific Avenue, right across from Yuma Palms.
And Never Low Smoke and Vape Lounge at 2760 South 4th Avenue. They are Yuma's best vape lounge because they carry vaping products and accessories that you cannot find anywhere else. They have a wide variety of cigars, exotic drinks, and snacks. We're restocked, so go see them at Never Low Smoke and Vape Lounge.
And check out their Facebook page today because David and his team are working in conjunction to help out another business owner.
Yes.
Theo Gordo is having some health challenges, so they want to help him out right now.
He's definitely in our prayers, but yes, all the details are on their Never Low Smoke and Vape Lounge page and David's page as well.
That's right. And is construction going on in your neighborhood? Maybe there's been some recently. If your toilet started to make gurgling noises or backing up, that construction could have been the cause. Give American Eagle of Arizona a call and let them help take care of those issues for you. That's 928-726-1617. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros have been serving Arizona for over 20 years.
But
it's heating
I
up
didn't
to
see
get your vehicles and watercrafts ready for summer. Make sure your AC, tires, brakes,
he usually makes his presence known.
We also do alignments, oil changes, preventive maintenance, and more. Get your tires at any of our 4 Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros locations.
Hi.
You're a first timer, right?
And
Here I am. Well, you are on Facebook Live, so just a reminder.
Good thing I put on makeup.
I know, we have to remind people, like, they think they're coming to radio, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm fine. I'm like, well, we do have cameras.
Yes.
Jenna, what is your last name?
Carpenter. C-A-R-P-E-N-T-E-R.
And remind me, how do you spell your name again?
It's C-L-A-R-I-S-S-A. Last name Cardona. C-A-R-D-O-N-A.
How wild, right? Like how your guys' world even shifted with media and broadcasting.
We have a lot of people that follow us on social media. So, I mean, and some people can't have radios in the office or things like that, so they just listen through their computers. So it's fun, though.
And even now, if they can't have the audio with the captions, I mean, it's hit or miss, but it kind of gives them an
It's
idea
pretty
of what
close.
we're talking about. Yeah.
Can you scoot in just a little bit?
Seriously.
Get a little bit of that that time of day coming through right now.
I love the decor, guys.
Thank you. We're getting there. We're getting there. Like she said,
asked
the other
day,
half.
she goes, "Where are my bats at?"
My bats.
And they're in a box with a couple other things, the lights. So
I got them at the Target spot, and they are like LED, and they glow purple. So they're super cool. Like, I need my bats. I'm gonna move them so I can put the bats right there.
Can I take a picture?
Of course. And we'll do a selfie too at the end.
Oh, good. That's perfect. Ready?
One, check
1, 2,
our
3.
schedule on Facebook.
Yes.
Tonight.
Thank you.
That's FanQuest Comics.
you guys ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, we hope so. You know how it is. You're like, oh my gosh, we forgot this.
I do.
David
You
put
guys-
so much hard work into this. It's been awesome.
And I don't know if you guys have had a chance to follow some of our social posts of Jenna singing at schools this week, but she's been phenomenal.
I have to go look.
Yes.
No, I haven't seen those. Definitely go back and check them out.
Yes.
Because you're classically trained,
Yes. Yep. I'm a professional opera singer.
and you grew up here.
I did not, but my aunt lives here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
I knew there was a
it's
family
through,
connection. All right.
It's through my aunt, and when she you know, it's been really, really fascinating, especially going to these schools. It's been, I mean, it's been very inspirational for me. Teachers, even kids have come up. I was signing, a couple of kids yesterday wanted me to sign their arms.
Aww.
Because they didn't have paper. And so they wanted, and they've come up and they've just tried to put into words this feeling of being exposed to classical music in the flesh.
Yeah.
You know.
It's much different when it's live.
So much different.
Yeah.
Well,
let's talk about that.
Yes.
Oh!
All right, here we go.
Great.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us now, we're going to be talking about the Glowing Hearts Festival that is taking place tomorrow.
Yay!
Clarissa Cardona joins us once again. She was here previously, but she has brought a special guest with her.
Yes, good morning, guys.
Hello, good morning.
She has brought world-renowned opera singer Jenna Carpenter into our studio.
Hello. Yes, well, I am an international opera singer, so I this is what I do.
Now, you're going to be one of the performers tomorrow evening.
I am, yes, and along with my accompanist, Sean Rogers, a very esteemed jazz player, a pianist. We have cultivated a program specifically for the Yuma audience that not only is going to contain classical music, including opera, there's also going to be some musical theater in there and a little bit of pop, current day pop.
Awesome.
And we've put together this wonderful program that we really hope there'll be something in there for everyone.
Well, I'm curious to see how you incorporate the pop into opera, too.
You will be surprised. One of the first ones we do is a mashup of two pieces. The first piece is from an opera called Rusalka, and a song I think a lot of people will know and love. So their melodies are actually very similar when you put them together.
I love that. Well, there's one of the trends that I've seen in TV and movies for new releases now. Some might be, they're incorporating music that we know, or we're like, how do we know it? Because it's they've mixed up just all the elements of it.
Yeah.
But there's enough of that. Hey, I know that. I know that, but why do I know that?
Yes.
So then after probably several bars, it's like that's why I know that. It's just not used to be presented in that particular way.
Absolutely, 100%. And so when Sean and I have found these similarities in styles, even though they could be from completely different generations, one could be from the 50s and the other could be from the 1900s, we have found a way to try and incorporate some of these pieces together, whether through text or through music. I'll give a little bit of an introduction tomorrow when I start each set. But we're super stoked. We're super stoked.
Jenna, when you say the 1900s, do you mean 99 or 01?
Oh, Lordy, I mean 01. I mean early.
We've seen a lot of the stagecoach shirts. Be careful, be gentle with me. I'm from the 1900s. And we instinctively, in my brain, I go back to the turn of that century.
Yes.
But then there's others that are like, 95, 96.
Right. I mean, well, we do actually have one of our songs. So if anybody knows last name of Adkins, a singer, very, very well known today. She, her songs are from, I think the one we're doing is 2011. And so we're literally incorporating one from 2011 and the early 1900s. So
I love it.
It's wild. It's really beautiful.
Well, this is all for a wonderful cause. The Glowing Hearts Festival is so awesome. So we've had you on before, but in case people didn't hear last time, what is the festival for?
Yes, so for the past 5 years, my company has tried to raise awareness and funds for a fundraiser that the Foundation of Yuma Regional Medical Center, they have a fund that helps local families with kids battling cancer, and we've took it upon ourselves to help them raise money for this particular fund. And every year we've tried to outdo ourselves even more. And this year, with Jenna here, I really feel that we're going to have a true festival. And, along with local performances from, we have Freedom Performing Arts, we have Yuma Gymnastics, we have the Cibola Marching Band, and we have the String Ambassadors that are also going to be leading the way right before Jenna performs. So we feel that with all of that, we're bringing these really cool art culture to our community and exposing people to an art that they may never have had a chance to see. So, and all of the net proceeds are going to go into this fund to hopefully help replenish anything that's in need. And the fund itself helps families with gas costs, lodging, sometimes rent or mortgage payments if need be. And they'll actually have a booth at our event too if anybody knows of a family in need or they would like to apply.
Awesome.
They have all of that information there. So it's a really wonderful fund, and I can't say enough about the team behind all of this that has put all this together, because it's a huge undertaking.
It is.
And we are definitely not event planners, but our focus is in real estate. But it's been really cool to do something like this for our community.
But after 5 years, you've kind of got it down.
Yeah, we hope so.
You talk about each year you really strive to make it bigger and better than the previous year. And again, like Teresa said, 5 years. There's takeaways from every event you do, small or large.
Absolutely.
So I think to a certain extent things get easier. But again, because you're adding more elements, that's the new part of each time that you present
Absolutely.
things. So we have again a world-renowned opera singer here with us. So next year you got to stay on your toes.
I know. That's what we keep thinking about. What are we going to do next year to top this?
Now it's just $10 to get into the show.
Yes, and you'll have access to all of the performances, and we'll have vendor booths, and then we'll also have food trucks and desserts for the kids. I know the Children's Museum will be there as well with a couple things for the kiddos. So
fun.
we're hoping to make it a very community-style event. We encourage everybody to bring picnic blankets and lawn chairs. That way you can have the best seat in the house, and it's hopefully going to be a really, really good night with good weather.
I'm hoping once that sun goes down, because it starts at 6, right?
It starts at 5,
Starts
so
at
it'll be
5.
from 5 to 9 tomorrow.
It's still going to be a little warm tomorrow, so make sure that you're hydrating appropriately before you
Yes.
head out to the event.
Absolutely.
And tickets are only available online.
They'll be available at the door
At the
as
door
well.
too?
Yes,
Okay.
but we do encourage for online payment. But if you have cash, I know we'll take that as well.
All right. Again, $10, but when you're there, you can also buy yourself a glowing heart necklace.
Yes, so those will be sold by the foundation of YRMC.
Okay.
And the idea behind it, yes, is again to light the night. And we've been passing out these really cool luminary bags throughout the school. So Jenna's been performing this week at various schools to showcase her amazing talent. And we've been passing out these luminary bags to help kids decorate and bring them with. That way we have a bridge lighting that is going to pay tribute to any lives that we have lost, anybody going through cancer, or, just maybe a heartfelt thought, message that kids or families want to put together, and we'll be filling them and lighting them up as you walk in.
And I want to apologize. We missed the chance yesterday. Things they were really, really busy here for us. But Teresa and I wanted to give recognition yesterday. It was the 4th anniversary of Benny's passing.
Yeah.
Benny Rodriguez passed 4 years ago, and we followed him through his entire journey. Such an amazing young man. We had the pleasure of calling him a friend. He was a community member. He was just a young man, barely really starting to live, and then unfortunately he passed. But his mom Sally had reached out and said, "Today's been 4 years. Could you recognize Benny?" So Benny and Kate, and we still have a sign on our wall. Jared, Mia, so many. We've lost, and one is too many. So in participating in this event tomorrow, the Glowing Hearts Festival, you're able to help give back to our community, because many of those families will be in attendance.
Yes, and we're so excited to see everybody there. And again, because the funds stay here locally, it meant so much to us to help these families. As you know, a lot of the cost and care is outside of Yuma, which makes it really expensive.
Right. We don't have pediatric oncology care, so everything requires travel.
Yes.
Well, what a way to get the word out, having Jenna go into the schools. And we were kind of talking about it off air a little bit, but let's talk about it a little bit more, because not only was Jenna there, we were talking about the experience of experiencing live classical music and the way it makes people feel, but also giving them, the luminary bag so that they can kind of put their own personal spin on it. It's like it's going to be amazing. So tell us about your experience within the schools. How does it feel singing to all of these? Is it elementary schools?
It was a wide variety of ages. So we were in multiple elementary schools. I think we were at 7 different schools in the last week.
Oh, wow.
And multiple performances at some of those schools. So for the younger elementary students, we had or for the kind of K through 8 classes, we would have 2 different performances or 2 different settings. Some were in the cafeteria, some were in an auditorium, some were in the chapel. You know, it just kind of depended on where they had us, where we were going. It was a remarkable experience. Every single school will really honestly hold a special place in my heart. These kids, and when we also went to AWC, the community college, and it just really, really fantastic community that is here in Yuma, and they are so responsive to opera, to live music. Their faces would just drop like when I would open my mouth, you know, they were just like, oh, and they just sort of stay there the whole time with this just glowing,
You may
glowing
have
awe.
inspired the next
Yeah.
generation.
And to be honest, they would run up afterwards. Some of them wanted me to like do autographs, and a lot of them actually asked how they could get a hold of a luminaire, or get a hold of a necklace, which they'll have to go to the festival for that. And not only I think were the students inspired, but some teachers talked to me afterwards, some principals, and just mentioned how much if they had exposure in their previous music careers or university, how much they missed just a little bit of exposure to this art form known as opera. So it was truly special.
That's very true. We have a feature here on our stations. We're Monster Media, Jenna.
Yeah.
We're locally owned stations, but we have a feature called The Local Monster, and we broadcast original music, all genres.
Oh, amazing.
From local talent, and so kind of like they used to do back in the day. I mean, you used to be able to turn on the radio and hear local bands, and things like that. So we kind of brought that back, and it's been absolutely awesome. And we have the cool thing is we have so many different genres.
We don't have any opera yet.
We don't have any opera yet.
Have you thought about taking that to the schools? Because there were quite a few students asking me about songwriting. I don't know if the local musicians, but
well, we've had some. I think the youngest we had was 6.
We've had a couple minors.
We've had a few and high schoolers that because they make it really easy now to record your own music. So as long as it's all original, the word gets out quick. But it's a great platform to be able to do that and expose our community to the talent that we have right here.
Absolutely. And a lot of the kids were asking questions around how would I do this, how would I get started, what are the steps to take. And I mean, a lot of it was just trying, exposure, putting your voice out there, the voice that you have. This is my instrument, the body is my instrument. So it is my true voice, and putting it out there, letting people hear you, and what you have to say has been a truly, truly inspirational week. So
awesome. Wendy's watching us right now. They have the MAP program. That's the music and
performance. I have it right here.
Teresa still has the little flyer, but it's a program they have through the high school.
Mastery Arts Program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And they've
I'll
got
send that with you.
Theater and music and just so many wonderful things, and that's through the Yuma Union High School District.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Jenna, you have a connection. You have an aunt that lives here in Yuma.
I do. My beautiful Aunt Elizabeth. Elizabeth Carpenter. She
She's the broker owner of Long Realty Yuma San Luis, so that's the connection.
Oh, okay.
And she pushed very hard for us to get Jenna here, and it was one of those where we'd been working on it for a couple years, and we finally were able to make our schedules meet with Jenna because she's very busy. Every time I'd reach out to her, she was in a new country.
I love that. How cool, though.
You're like, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you, but sorry, it's like it's 2 a.m. here, but I'm working on it.
But the stars finally aligned.
They did, and in the schools, even the language exposure for the kids was amazing. Jenna sings in 7 different languages.
Oh my wow.
Yeah, I do. And we went through them at the schools. So we went through Italian, we went through Czech, English, and some had the opportunity to hear German. So
that's so
very
awesome.
interesting. Now, how did you get started?
I got started actually with a lot of the high schoolers. We talked about this when I was a junior in high school, and I started working with a professor at a local university to help prep me for how I was going to audition for music programs around the country. which I did, and I got a scholarship to do. And so we talked about that a lot as well. You know, that music programs give scholarships, and I have no debt. I have no, student loan debt from all of the education that I have had to sing and perform. And so we talked a lot about this. The kiddos that were really
well, it's important, to let them know that it is even possible. It starts in the high schools. It starts in your junior highs, in your choral programs, and things like that. Get your foot in the door, and then we have those amazing relationships with AWC where they can be in high school and still take those college courses, so they can possibly do this if they really wanted to.
Yes, and we talked about what repertoire to prep them, for the next step, and just what it takes, because it's like any muscle. You can't just go out. You could just go out and run a marathon tomorrow, without training. I don't know how it would go.
We won't.
Definitely not.
But it's the same thing to perform a 3-hour-long opera.
3 hours. Wow.
You have to prepare. You have to practice. You have to. It's very, very, very tedious and diligent work that gets you to that final end performance where the magic really happens. So.
Well, the whole community can experience your wonderful voice. Again, tomorrow, starting at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock at the Colorado River State Historic Park. We have, again, a lot of really cool vendors, and I know the fire department and YPD, they're going to be out there as well. And we're just so excited to see all of these performers. I know that our local performers have been working really hard for what they're going to showcase to us, so I'm really excited. I think the energy is going to be really high, and when Jenna comes out, I think it will just be a culmination of a lot of wonderful things that we've been planning.
Definitely.
It's going to be a great time.
Where is parking? Because we know that they have a small parking lot off of 4th Avenue.
Yes,
Entrance through the back gate off of First Street.
Yes, we're going to go off of First Street, so we're going to keep that small entrance off of 4th Avenue to handicap, and we're going to try to direct everybody through that bridge side entrance, because that's the one we're going to decorate and have all the luminary bags for.
That's
so
such a great
encourage everybody to go through that First Avenue entrance. Great question.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, again, tomorrow, if you'd like more details, there is a Facebook event under Glowing Hearts Festival. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We are going to take our Village and Pizza selfie right here in the studio.
Yes, we are.
So trying to make sure I don't say the wrong thing since we don't go out in the courtyard these days. And my mouse went to sleep there. There you go. There's the pizza. Enough to make you hungry for the day. Today in Yuma is brought to you by our awesome sponsors like Pima Federal Credit Union. It's the perfect time for your young saver to start earning more than just good grades. With the Pima Federal Credit Union Youth Program, they can earn rewards for their A's while learning the value of financial responsibility. Find out more at pimafederal.org.
And the Broken Yoke Cafe, they are open Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, with happy hour from noon to 2. Saturday and Sunday, they're open until 3. Don't forget about their early bird specials Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. You can get brunch for only $9.95 at the Broken Yoke Cafe.
All right, now we've been talking about Aloe this week because on Sunday we switched over to Aloe.
Yes.
I've been waiting for some uploads.
Did you get some?
I had the opportunity to upload some stuff, and I had to do a double take because I'm like, what?
You clicked and it was done.
I'm used to hitting escape and it'll say, sorry, couldn't send message, but I'm like, whoa, I'm loving this. So Aloe, find out how they can make your home the ultimate hangout spot. Find out more at aloefiber.com.
And the Yuma Mesa Shopping Center. Your store is located in the heart of Yuma at 16th Street and 4th Avenue. Everything you could possibly need in one stop. They have Big Lots, Kelly Pro Nails, the Del Sol Market with the yummy restaurant inside. And don't forget Fast Eddie's RC Hobby Shop. Check them out on Facebook because I'm pretty sure there's races tonight right in the heart of Yuma.
And at Astrion, we're always moving, always innovating, and always looking ahead. Our advanced test and evaluation capabilities deliver results with impact, ensuring soldiers have overmatch on tomorrow's battlefield. To learn more, visit us at astrion.us/Yuma. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Awesome. Let's take a picture.
I hope you guys can make it tomorrow.
I'm going to try.
I'm going to try. I have a photo shoot right before. But I will be down that way.
Yes.
I might hear Jenna.
All right, get on that side over there. We'll get this way. Mike's going to take a random picture because I'm not getting that. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Federally insured by the NCUA.
Perfect.
Thank
Awesome.
you so
Nice
much.
to meet you.
Oh, yeah.
She
wants one more.
U.S. citizen. To show his
No
gratitude
worries.
and help others better their lives, Rios has helped
All right,
more than
here we go. Ready?
8,000 immigrants
1,
from numerous
2,
countries
3.
become U.S. citizens as well. Rios was born in 1951 and
There it
immigrated
goes.
to the U.S.
Thank you.
All
Nice
right.
to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. Yes, good to see you again. Nice to meet you. All right, enjoy the rest of your visit here.
Mexico. And when he was 8, his family was admitted into the U.S. under the Bracero program. At the age of 18, he became a U.S. citizen.
See you guys
Another
later.
was in 1999 when his 87-year-old mother became a U.S. citizen. Rios has been recognized as the Yuma County Citizen of the Year, and he's been active on many boards and advisory panels. This Hispanic Heritage Tribute is brought to you by El Charro Cafe, Advanced Coatings LLC, Sanico Pente, your State Farm agent, and Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Truckmates, Yuma's Fix Up Your Pickup Truck Store is Yuma's home for snug top shells and lids.
I can message it the Instagram page.
And I tagged him on all those too, I think.
And trend-setting design to protect and complement
let me
your
see.
vehicle.
I don't know
Snug
that,
Top. Truckmates is also the home of expert spray and bed liners. Spring milk.
What do you say?
You want to have Jeff on as a guest?
Customer service, expert liners, with available national warranty coverage and installed by Yuma's most experienced spray-on team at Truckmates. Truckmates is also the home for BDS suspensions, the highest quality aftermarket suspension lift kits, leveling kits, and accessories for 4x4 off-road trucks and Jeep enthusiasts. And don't forget 3M window tinting, the originators of window tinting with nationwide lifetime warranty at Truckmates. That's expert spray and bed liners, BDS suspensions,
You wanna get foodie?
window tinting, and snug top,
Yeah.
at Truckmates.
Well, we can, if you want a buzzer.
Yeah. He says scene, but
Baseball's in full
Hello,
swing.
Jessica.
It's on at Brewers. With the crack of the bat comes warmer temperatures. So don't
Hey.
forget the house cooking when you can enjoy
Foodie.
a cold one and watch the games while
Foodie.
with air conditioning.
Oh, she's coming over.
Click at brewersportsbar.com or come by either Avenue B or the airport location with free validated parking. Don't forget, we also deliver beer, including our mouth-watering Chabelas. It's
It
on
looks like
at
he's
Brewers.
responding. He's not going to make it.
Okay.
The Today in Yuma phone lines are open. Give Jennifer and Teresa a call
they
at 782-4321.
All right, you ready?
Oh, so tall.
Our chairs match.
Oh, so tall.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
And I'm Foodie-licious.
Yummy!
Good morning.
Morning. Yes, our chairs match. We noticed last week on our video we had someone
Like,
very
hey,
tall and
matching
someone
chairs.
short, and they were in the opposite chairs. So,
Yeah.
All right, well, Foodie is joining us
kinda
right
fun.
now. Mike is not going to be able to make it from Sage and Sound Cocktail Lounge, but they have a lot of stuff going on.
They do. And you can find out about all of it at Sage and Sand Cocktail Lounge on Facebook or Instagram.
Sorry.
Foodie's making noise over there.
Sorry. It was bothering me.
On their Facebook or Instagram, and I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite pages to follow because Mike's humor is awesome.
Yeah. I love his stuff. Or how he says it's a dry humor, right? So
Yeah.
he'll just say it real quietly and stuff, and then you're like, oh, wait, let me think about that a second. Oh, that's hilarious. He is that way. Well, they have the Pouring Compassion this weekend.
They had
it
one-
yesterday.
they had
Oh, yeah,
one
yesterday.
Just
Yeah.
last night. It was a great turnout.
But there's always things going on. Like I said, if you just go to his Facebook page,
Yeah.
they have Sunday football, of course, karaoke. And with October right around the corner, he said his calendar for the weekend, having bands in, is filling up. So don't forget, on Wednesdays, they have bachata classes. So much going on. Again, if you just go to Sage and Sand Cocktail Lounge on Facebook or Instagram, it's all right there at your fingertips.
And if you want food, there's food out front.
Oh, yeah. Evie.
You know?
Evie's got
You can
food.
eat, too. So.
All right. Now, you've got food, too.
I do. Today you guys were telling about what national days it was and stuff, and I was like, oh, National Corned Beef Hash Day. I love corned beef hash. It's so good. I grew up on it. I would make it for my kids. Maybe not as deluxe as this way, but you know, you always
Deluxe corned
well,
beef
you know,
and hash.
before corned beef and hash, I would open a can
Yeah.
and put it in there, but I always added more of my own fried potatoes and stuff to kind of zhuzh it up. But this one is one that you can do at home. So you're only going to need a few ingredients. You're going to need some butter. You're going to need some russet potatoes, and you want those peeled and diced like 1/2 inch size. You don't want them too big. You're going to need some salt, some pepper, some 4 to 6 eggs, depending on if you want to top it with a over easy egg or if you want scrambled on the side. Some garlic powder, some onion powder, and a small onion diced really fine. So a lot of people like to use cast iron when they do this because you want that good crisp on it. And if you don't have any leftover corned beef, you can use the canned kind. And it's just by itself, not the one over with potatoes, but you'll see a can with the corned beef in a can. Use that. And that's why you don't use much salt in this recipe, because that already has a good amount of salt because it's been cured and packed, right? So you're just going to start in your, if you don't have cast iron, you can use a regular skillet. First you're going to take your potatoes and put them in some boiling water for about 5 minutes because you want them parboiled, so that way they're just going to crisp up because your corned beef is already cooked in that can, so you don't want to get it dried out because you're trying to fry these up. So boil those just till they get soft with a fork, drain them, and in your skillet put about 4 tablespoons of butter. You're not going to use oil, you're going to use butter because that's going to soak into those potatoes. Well, it's going to soak into the potatoes and give it a creamier feeling and a taste, right?
Everything's better with butter.
Yeah, and bacon. There's no bacon in this, so you could do a side of bacon. That would be kind of gluttonous. You're like, hi, I have corned beef hash, eggs, and bacon. But you just do that, and then you put in that frying pan, once your butter is melted, you do your onions, and you do those potatoes because they're ready, and you just start to do them until on a medium heat until the onions start to get soft, and then you're going to add in your corned beef that you had cut up into little chunks. Put that in there, add some of your pepper and your garlic powder and your onion powder, and you're going to mix them together. You're going to like push them down flat so they take every surface of the pan because you want them to crisp and brown up. Okay. So by doing that and let them sit about 3 minutes or so, then you can go in and get a spatula and flip it over again where the crunchy side is on top and the other one's on the bottom, crisp, right? And you're going to do it about 3 times because it's not always going to stay perfect when you're moving it. So once you flip it that first time, take those other 2 tablespoons of butter and in little pieces spread it out on top of it because while it's cooking, that's melting, and then when you flip it again, that side's going to get that crisp from that butter.
Awesome. Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. It's super easy.
Easy as pie.
Super easy. And then get a can of biscuits to go along with them if you don't want to make your own. And like I said, scrambled eggs or over easy. I like over easy eggs on mine.
Easy eggs.
She tricked me. The recipe that was on her screen, it's not what she talked about.
What?
You tricked her.
Oh, no, that was that was yesterday. I was looking something up. I'm not going to do Halloween stuff or pumpkin until next week when it's actually in October. I don't want to do it in September.
Oh my goodness.
You know what?
So you got a sneak peek.
Just give us a winner and leave.
Wow. Says the one that has the hanging woman on her door. She doesn't want to do October recipes.
Because it was hanging on my hook in my room. You guys put it in there like a year ago and I never took it down. So I just moved it to the door because I got rid of those scary chickens.
Yeah.
They're gone.
So you put the scary lady on the door for the scary Easter chickens.
We had these they're paper mache chickens.
I don't know why you think they're scary.
Oh, I don't like how the fabric is all mismatched on them, and one has it over his eye like an emo chicken, and the other one they look scary.
He does kind of look like flock of seagulls.
Yeah, but he's flock of chickens. He has it over one eye, and they don't stand up, and they're just a weird material. I don't like them. They're Smodge Podge.
So she put the hanging lady on her door.
Well, it was on the hook by my
desk. She's going to go back out the courtyard.
She's moving. She's moving back to the courtyard.
Watches over us.
We'll see. We'll see if it makes it back to my door again. I don't know. Elizabeth must have done it. It just keeps moving back.
Is this recipe online?
Yes, it is. It's already online. I'm not sure where my thing is here.
Right here. Yep, that's you.
So that would be your pictures, and there's different stages.
It looks good.
It does. MonsterMediaYuma.com. Click on the Foodielicious tab, and you will find this recipe as well as the entry form for her giveaway.
Yeah. Oh, burgers and beer.
That looks delicious.
What is today's special? Oh, 3-ounce shrimp burger, fries, and
Friday.
A soft drink. Yeah. So good.
All right.
2 or 3 of my kids love that one. All right. Yeah. And the winner for today's $25 gift card is Cheyenne Bowman. You won $25 to go use it hamburgers and beer. Have some delicious food.
All right.
And if you do go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the Foodylicious tab, you'll find this recipe, and go to the archive page because there are still some.
Yeah, they move over there.
Some
when
of
I do
her
it.
October recipes
And I'll be
are
putting
on the archive page.
I'll be taking the October ones and putting them up there. Like, you'll see different recipes for
Footloaf.
fun little stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bring the
feetloaf is
feetloaf
good.
back.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like feetloaf. That's
A lot. We say they're October ones, but a lot of them were from your Walking Dead parties.
But they would premiere in October.
Oh, that
So-
makes sense. I don't know. I never watched that show.
You know, now that it's done, I feel like I have no purpose in October to do a party anymore because they don't have them.
Hello, you have coworkers.
You guys won't do zombie parties with me,
We would do a work zombie party in a heartbeat,
okay?
as long as it's during work hours and I'm awake.
Well,
I
okay,
don't-
here's a disclaimer: she doesn't sleep at work, so she would be awake at work. Just so you know.
Just so everyone is aware.
We do have a nap time sometimes. We're like, everybody go take your 15-minute
I've
nap.
been
You're getting a
trying-
little grumpy.
I've been trying to implement the siesta.
She's trying.
Yeah.
Trying.
Nobody's used the couch in the waiting room yet. So, did you even know there's a couch in there?
No, there was 2 chairs.
Is it? Where'd the couch go?
Boss's house.
Oh,
I'm like, we haven't had couch here since. I don't
But
think
there's
since-
a there's
that
a,
shows how much we go in that waiting room.
It's
there
2
is a-
chairs and a lopsy table.
there is a couch.
The table's all lopsy.
Yeah. There is a couch and a love seat in Boss's office.
Yeah, there's
So,
Yeah.
there is.
That's all right. We don't go in there, so.
but I mean, if you need a nap, if you're being a little grumpy, you need a nap and a snack. Well,
We can make it happen.
I'll turn the light off in my office, close the door.
Oh, you
and
have
I
a chair.
I have some
She
pork
has a-
rinds in the drawer. I can have a
Your
snack.
chair's a recliner too, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Not my work chair, but
she's got the comfy recliner because DJ Hector B has like the little.
Yeah, it's not
the
comfortable.
Papa's on love seat. and
It's not comfortable. I
weird.
sat on it yesterday.
It's weird.
It is not comfortable.
It's
Kind of sink back.
All right.
Papa
Well, again, Foodylicious Janice does this giveaway every single Friday, so make sure you get your entries in. Again, next Friday we will do that drawing again.
We could just call this next segment "Ask Us Anything You Want" on the Sunset Health Facebook
No.
Live feed. Well,
Yes.
we have parameters of what's
Yes.
appropriate.
Yeah,
Keep
Jen,
it
I was
family-friendly.
gonna say last time you let people do what they want, we found out what happened. So we don't do that anymore.
Okay, well,
Jennifer.
not everything, but I don't know. Some simple questions they could ask us.
Yeah.
All right,
kind of fun.
We'll go to break and
All
then
right.
we'll figure it out.
We will. We're going to take a quick break on Today in Yuma. The show is brought to you by our phenomenal sponsors like FanQuest Comics and Games. In today's Catch It Friday prize pack, you get a full set of comic books. I don't
Ooh.
remember the theme for the comic
Ooh,
books from
I
today's
like that she
prize.
gave them to us that way.
But make sure you check out their Facebook group because you can find out so much awesome information, including when they're going to be having events and stuff at FanQuest Comics and Games. That's also the title of the group page.
It is. And the West McDowell Agency Life Insurance is your safety net for life surprises. Prepare for the unexpected. Find the best insurance policy with the West McDowell Agency. Reach out today for a free no obligation quote at 928-305-1607.
And once again, a happy birthday to Mr. Richard Sprague.
Yay! Happy birthday!
And Sprague's wants to remind you that their indoor shooting range offers daily lane rentals as well as membership with unlimited range time and lots of other amazing perks. Beat the heat and stop by and join them at the range at Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And don't forget the beer. Did you know at the Brewers Restaurant and Sports Bar Avenue B location, you could add beer to your delivery order? It's true. Brewers can deliver ice-cold beer straight to your front door.
It's Today in Yuma. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
What was that?
I'll show you.
Because all of a sudden, like a noise.
It slides.
Like maybe
It slides on the bottom and it makes that. I can't
like
do it if I want to, of course. Yeah, when it.
like suck on the straw. Maybe it was when you. No, it
No,
went.
yeah, it's when it rubs on the bottom of the glass.
Yeah, and it was like.
Yeah.
What was that?
Let's see if it'll do.
We've been listening too much to the Big Money.
I know.
What is that? To try and
What do you
determine
think that
sound
noise was?
effects.
You know what I don't like about it right now is
What?
they're using normal things that we would think it was like before. We were pretty close. They've been using things off of TikTok, and I don't watch TikTok enough to know like that wobbly thing. Didn't know what that was. And to me, the shooter thing,
It didn't sound like any of my kids' water ones that had
no.
that.
So there must
No,
be a
the
new
water
one
shooter.
that I don't know what it is. So this one, I'm like, do I need to think differently? Because I'm thinking practical. Like I hear.
And they're probably running out of stuff because they do it a lot. They
Oh,
have
no,
to
you
get, they
can
have
do
to
it
get clever.
Do
But they have to
it
get
anything.
clever.
I mean, what's that?
Did anyone? Could you tell what that was? Because I don't know that shows up on your camera.
Oh, no, it
it's
doesn't.
Not on my camera.
Why you're hidden? Why are you so far away? I can't even
Because
see.
we had Jenna and Clarissa.
I can't even see your face.
That might be on purpose.
You're rude.
I'm leaning off to the
Yeah,
right
you
here.
are.
Yeah, put it right.
I can see. You're fine. It's
I don't
her.
even
You
have my
can't
phone,
see
so
her.
I can't see at all.
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm flying
Oh, I
blind.
thought you were looking at your phone.
No, I'm flying
No,
blind.
you're fine. It's her.
I can't
She
even
hides
see if
her-
there's questions or
She's
anything.
got a little sliver of herself in the corner.
I slid it's a rectangle. I slid it off the side.
and
so
then
we
she's
could
got
get all
this
of it.
right here, so you
Yeah,
can't.
you
It's,
can't
Mike
see.
is right in the way of my camera, but my camera's kind of balancing on a speaker.
Well, maybe it needs to scoot over just a little because they
no,
want to.
we've tried. She likes it that
They
way.
want to see you, not your announcer.
There
Like
she is.
mine.
I'm on radio for a reason.
Well, you're not on this. It's Facebook Live. So good. No questions came through because I'm not watching. So if my kids are watching and they said,
Hi, Jeff.
"Who's your favorite
Hey,
kid?
he wore shorts
Who do you
today.
love more than bacon?"
I asked. You did ask.
I just told him no short shorts.
Please.
I've got an air for short shorts.
Oh, you've got short.
You know what? I'm gonna go back. It's too cold.
There's a
10 more minutes.
there's a cat blanket in production.
And his socks. They were talking about his socks over there. Like,
What's wrong with them?
I
They're
think
cute. They match his shirt.
I think Hector B said they're out. He said kids say they're out. Those kind.
Hector has no place to talk.
I thought he was going to wear a onesie.
So he did?
No,
Did he wear
didn't.
onesie?
He wore his D93 t-shirt and
Oh,
jeans.
oh no, yeah, we saw him. I was like, did he have a onesie on?
He's got a pumpkin onesie and some other stuff that Savannah got him.
Oh no, he's saying he's waiting until October.
Oh, okay.
Polo. Should, right?
No.
Too hot. I'm cutting a onesie anyway.
I know. Me neither.
I'll be back.
I have. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Teresa.
And I'm Foodylicious.
We are hanging out with you on this Friday morning. It is going to be another warm weekend, friends. Highs around 110, in some cases surpassing that a little bit. I apologize for being the bearer of bad news, but it is going to cool down in a couple weeks.
It is.
So
It is.
It's coming.
We're on the tail end of it.
We are.
We are. And we can't go without saying prayers out to everyone affected from the hurricane.
So many of them.
I follow Reed Timmer just because I like to watch weather like that, and he was live. It kind of cracked me up because in the middle of the storm, he gets out to kind of show you what it's like to be in it, and it's scary. It's
very
scary.
scary.
The sound of weather like that is scary. So definitely prayers go out to everyone that has been affected, and again, it's still being hit. I know they said it kind of stalled out in Tennessee right now, so they're just getting hammered.
But yeah.
Well, I
My
was sharing
cousin-
with you ladies. I got it's a notification from the FCC about the activation of the emergency alerts and stuff like this, and it broke down counties for each of the states, and it looked like all of Georgia.
Yeah.
And I know that Bob and Sherry is located in, they're actually both in North Carolina. Their team, they all kind of work remotely, but they're all in that affected area.
Yeah.
And Sherry posted I think right before we went on, that she finally had lost power.
Oh wow.
And she said, but if that's the worst of what happens to them, she said, since Hurricane Hugo, she said she treats every hurricane like it's going to be Hurricane Hugo because they lived through that, and they, they know what might be coming.
I have quite a few friends in Georgia, and thankfully, right now it's just loss of power, a few down trees, nothing super crazy. So that we just hope
we hope it stays there because it made landfall as a Cat 4.
It did.
And
it did.
I think it's been a long time since the last one made landfall in Florida as a Cat 4.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was
My
hearing this
cousin
morning.
Reed is there, and his wife and
Yeah.
family, and they just said the winds
Yeah.
are still horrible with them right now.
Well, even watching it when it was like 200 miles off the coast, still before it even hit, I was like, oh, our Arizona could not handle that. So it is definitely scary.
Well, there's things that that we're used to, and my mother-in-law lived much of her adult life in the Yuma area, And when Jeff and I got married, we got married back in my hometown of Safford, and she was there for the wedding and left right after the reception. She was starting a new job at Merritt Island, Florida. They left with everything loaded up from Safford to Florida, and she made it through one tropical storm. It wasn't even considered a hurricane, and that was still several months after she got there. I think she lived there about 8 months, and she goes, nope, that tropical storm was enough to send her back this way.
Yeah, wow.
And her big sister, Betty, lived in Slidell, Louisiana when Katrina hit. And she was one of those that was displaced. And Betty had lived in that home for years. And it's sustained damage, many different times throughout these storms that would come through. And Katrina was what did it. It just demolished her home. So she was one of those that relocated, but it was a couple miles away to Mississippi. Right across the border there, still in that area. That major area where they do get affected. And people will say, well, same with earthquakes, why don't they just move somewhere else? Well, it's their home.
It depends on where you're at, too. I mean, we have extreme heat, but some people get the weather. Some get the tornadoes.
Not everywhere can be perfect.
No, exactly.
And a lot of people can't afford to pick up and move to another part of the country.
Or their kids are in school, or their kids are in youth, and they have family there. It's not just
your roots are
not
there.
just moving. Everybody is interwove into stuff. Yeah, and people in your family are in clubs in certain things, and they can't.
You're all connected that way. So to simply say that is, that's kind of an asinine comment. Oh, well, they just move. It happens all the time. Well, okay.
That's why
have that conversation with them. Yeah.
Well, Foodie, you're going to do something for your puppy today.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to run and grab a microchip certificate. They were nice enough at Quick. They had a leftover one, and I'm going to get it and go take Jack because Penelope has it. She was, because I got her there like almost a month ago
From the Humane Society?
Humane Society, yeah. So Jack does not have a chip. So
Jack was a private rescue?
Yes, and so he's going to go and get his done. So I'll get the certificate so I can take him because the tales of Penelope, Jack, I cannot find his collar. Because she gets his collar and she's made it a little loose on him now, and she pulls him on the ground with it when they're playing.
Penelope is quite a bit larger than.
Oh yeah, he can walk under her legs.
Jack Russell, and what is she?
He's Jack Russell Chihuahua, and she is Husky German Shepherd maybe.
So she's a large dog.
Yeah, he can walk under. When she stands up, he can walk under her legs. And so they play to death. They love each other.
Yeah.
But I cannot. Normally I can find the collar and I'll put it back on and he'll bring it. So he's getting to the point where he'll bring it and set it by the door.
Here, Mom.
And I'm like, where's your collar? And
she did it again.
And then he waits there for you to put it on so you can go play again. I cannot find it. I looked the yard. I looked everywhere.
He likes playing that way, being dragged around.
He does.
Oh my gosh.
And then that's how she gets him. She'll put her little teeth under the bottom part and she can hold him so he can't get her legs.
Oh, that's
because he'll try to walk and he's attacking her legs.
It's like holding someone away and when you're taller than them and they're just swing.
When she's getting his leg in the morning, she'll walk three-legged and let him chew on the one leg while they're trying to walk. They're funny.
But it's important. You
have to get, because I take precaution, and I know there's a lot of animals that get out, and I really don't like when people say, oh, why don't they take better care? Because sometimes things happen.
Yes.
My other house one time, the gardener left the gate not latched all the way, and the dogs got out. And with mine, my fence is high and everything for them. I even put a double latch on the gate towards the bottom so you couldn't push it out. But some things can happen. You never know. And I always try to be compassionate when people lose their...
Was it Jack that got out and just took off?
Oh, wow. I was walking the neighborhood with a squeaky toy and a treat for about an hour. Squeaking this pig in a treat, and he wouldn't come near. Finally, I was like, that's it, I'm going home. He'll follow. I left the door open, and he came back.
19 dogs followed her, but Jack wasn't one of them.
And the cats are like, Pied Piper,
but that's why it's important. I mean, you are one, you go a little further than most people, and you'll put the lost dogs actually in your phone gallery so that if you find it, you know where it goes.
I'm like, I thought I saw that dog. Hold on. Maybe, and I'll post it.
She does. No, she does. But it's important to have these microchips because it will keep them out of the shelter. When animal control picks it up or somebody takes it to animal control or there's a different vets around town that can scan the microchip and get that puppy home before they actually even
Some
have to go to the
businesses and
shelter.
groomers have them also.
Yeah,
so
they have readers.
If you're close to someone and you do find an animal, they can do a quick scan.
Yeah.
So you can get it back to the owner, but keeping that info up to date on your microchip is important.
Yes. And not only was mine locally, because we went through Humane Society, they did it, but it connected, I think, from the company who maybe did the microchips because they were doing a promotion. It's called Pet Love, and it's a national. So Penelope is in a national one,
registry.
too, not just local. So
Well, there we go. Again, your opportunity this afternoon at Quick Refrigeration. They are going to be doing them from 3 to 5. They have partnered with Picacho Animal Care. And so when you go down, take your dimensions for your filter so you can get your free filter while you're there.
everybody gets a prize.
They have, but it's not just microchips either. They're doing vaccines. So get there early because they're, it's first come, first serve until they're really at capacity because they're bringing us a small crew. But again, opportunities are there at Quick Refrigeration.
And that's another awesome partnership in our community.
Yep.
Well, again, we hope you can make it out to the Glowing Hearts Festival tomorrow. Yes. We also have the Fostering Hope Conference taking place during the day. That's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're interested in being part of that. And there's so many ways where you can give back in the community by giving the gift of your time. Volunteers are needed for a lot of these organizations.
They
so
definitely
please
are.
consider that.
All
Well,
right.
thank you all so much for joining us today. Foodylicious. Enjoyed having you here.
Have a great weekend.
And might have to try that little meal sometime.
Yeah, be
That
breakfast
sounds
or dinner.
delicious.
Corned beef hash is
All
great for
right.
dinner.
Can't wait to see what's going on for next week because it'll basically be all of Spooky Month at that point. All right.
We're turning spooky.
Play with your food, Mom.
Yes. Still warm out there. Remember, be careful and be patient on the roadways. We've had a lot of accidents lately. We want to
Pay
keep you
attention,
all safe
please.
and watch for
Yes.
farm machinery too. Share the road.
Yes.
Up next is Z90 on Z93 is the Bob and Sherry Show, followed by 90s at Noon with DJ Hector B. And Outlaw Country has your favorite classic country music. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.